Hey Doug.
Hello Sean.
How you doing?
Great.
Good. I'm going to adjust the video here a little bit.
Okay.
So today, you wanted to talk about?
Today we're going to talk about internet marketing of homes that are for sale, specifically when it comes in regards to photos of the homes that are for sale and that are being marketed on the internet.
Okay. So and this kind of came about because over the weekend we found out a website, one of the major websites in the world that people visit to look for homes for sale, was not displaying any photos from our entire MLS. And I found out about this, we talked about it, I notified them via Twitter, got their email address, and I actually found out about it probably before they did. But kind of a big deal because you see photos on most websites of properties, and here was the entire MLS.
Exactly.
Okay.
And what we've been finding over the last few years is that the marketing of a home centers around how good the photographs are of the property. Yes, people do look at the data and the statistics about the home, the size, and those things, but they kind of start, like, let's say with bedrooms and price range, but then they right away start looking at the pictures.
Right.
And
yeah,
so,
most people I know do that.
Right. And I think a lot of us are like that. And so the idea is that the photos have to be well done, and they have to be good quality, good image, right?
Okay.
And they also have to have good clarity. So
But
overall, good photos.
But Doug, let me stop you, because most people who are watching this video are going to say, well, duh.
Yeah.
Okay, so why are, I mean, isn't this obvious? Why are you talking about
It's
it?
fairly obvious, but what we counsel our sellers is that if we're going to take photos of your property, let's make sure that the photos show your house in the best possible light. So one thing, outside shots, try to have the outside, clutter-free, grass trim, things like that. And then on the inside, the same thing. And what we often suggest is that, okay, your house looks good, but we want it to look better as best as possible. So you might want to consider having a stager, professional stager, come over to get the house ready for the photos.
Right, so sometimes you do professional staging, which is something a lot of people either try to do on their own and either they're already really good at it, or it doesn't turn out that well.
It doesn't look that well. It looks okay in person, but on photos, as you may know, my example is one thing I found out many years ago is like Better Homes and Gardens. When they take a shot of a food, a plate of food for the magazine, they might try to take that shot 20, 30, 40, 50 times, and they have to make a new plate of food every time almost. So it's very precise when you're trying to market something that you have everything in the right place and the right
So that's kind of the stuff that we do. Not every agent out there is going to take the time to do that stuff.
Correct.
Or even maybe as a home seller you think, well, my house looks pretty good. I mean, it's my house. I like it. It looks great. But like, for example, one thing I have seen in the marketing that you've done of even the properties that I have sold, okay, has been setting the dining room table. A lot of people don't think of that.
Sure.
You got a dining room table, put all the silverware and the plates and the nice placemats and napkins, and everything matches, and it's brand new.
Yep.
And it sounds kind of silly almost, and like can be a real pain for some people, like that have kids and stuff.
Sure.
But if you can get that set up before showing, or most importantly, before photos.
Before photos, because remember, people are going to be looking at the photos and then deciding if they want to look at anything else about the property as far as numbers and things like that. So. So that's really important. So people are looking at the photos, trying to match it up if they like the property. So we want to, in photos also, the reason photos are good is they catch the emotion of the property and match it up to the potential buyer.
Right, kind of draws them in with emotion.
Right, and that's what we need to do.
I think that's, especially with so many properties on the market today, people are trying to sift and sort through a given price range and say what ones are even worthy of me trudging out in the winter or in the hot days or whatever time of year it is.
Well, most people, just like in what we all know in physics, it's hard to get something moving to that initial momentum. Once you get it moving, you're going in the right direction. So that's what we want. We want to get the person looking at this photo sitting at their front of their computer at 1 o'clock in the morning. So we want to get them excited to call us and come over and see your house.
So if I'm going to put up my house for sale, or if I'm interviewing an agent about putting my house up for sale, how many photos should they take of my property? How many photos should they be marketing on my property?
Well, we want to take as many as possible that have a possibility of looking really well. We do limit the number of photos just because some of them don't churn out good, even though we tried hard to make the room look good. Some rooms you just can't get a good shot because of the dimensions of the room.
Yeah.
So it varies between 10 to 30, 40 pictures.
Right, and depends on the property.
It depends on the property. For example, if you have a property that, you know, let's face it, doesn't have a lot of interior shots. So what do we do there? Well, we take the best exterior shots that we can. Then we play up the neighborhood. We
location, maybe?
Location of the property. Is it near a playground? Take a shot of the playground. Is it near, you know, a bus? Maybe take a picture of the bus driving, you know, public transportation if that's a draw.
Yeah.
So those types of things. We try to be creative if we can't take a lot of good photos on the inside.
Okay. And just to clarify here on the photos, we have like some little tricks that we use that a lot of people don't know about. Sometimes we can try to use wide-angle lenses for small rooms. Another trick that I think a lot of people don't think about, like we turn on every possible light for the photo. Sometimes we even bring extra lighting with us.
Right.
Now we're getting into having a specialized photographer person who takes most of our photos.
Yep.
We might have to take some initial photos.
Right.
But, you know, more than just your $80 camera from Best Buy.
Yep,
Type
exactly.
of deal.
Okay,
Right.
and now the next thing is to go on one step above the photos.
Okay.
Is what you're looking at right now. It's a video.
Okay.
And so.
What do you mean by video?
Well.
What do you not mean by video?
Well, video is an actual video shot of the property. Not a collage of photos, kind of
Not
like
a
slideshow, and it's not a virtual tour, but it's a way to market the property that we found through trial and error and through our through special courses we've taken instructions on how to take good videos of properties to come across the buyer's
And
best.
we're doing this a lot,
Yeah.
so
And
we have a lot of experience in taking video of property.
Because the numbers are out there. People will look at a video even before they'll look at the photos.
Right.
And YouTube is a big example. Look at the millions and millions of videos on YouTube. People just want to watch videos. So we're trying to cash in on that, on that want or need of buyers to see a video.
Yeah.
And so that's our next step here, is to go to that next level and even enhance that even more. So we are presenting our properties to the best possible, in the best possible light for a potential buyer.
And we brainstorm with other top agents across North America who are also doing videos of their properties, so we find out the best practices of that. It's not like we're just some amateur shooting some tiny little video and then it looks all jittery and it makes the property look bad or unprofessional or something like that.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Okay.
So the video part of it is can also be very useful in getting repeats. I think some studies is that more people will look at a video more than one time.
Right.
And which is good.
Right.
So that they might look at it, again in my example, somebody's on the computer at 1 o'clock in the morning, they look at it, they wake up in the morning, they say to their wife or their husband, hey, look at this video again,
Right.
You got to see this place, we got to go look at it maybe. So that's what we want.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that should do it for today.
Okay. Thanks, Doug.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.